The centennial year of Indiana's statehood in 1916 was crowned by a donation from John and Evaline Holliday of their Indianapolis estate for use as a community park. The Hollidays had become actively involved in both the state centennial and Indianapolis celebration conducted 4 years later. Their 80-acre parcel is located on the west bank of the White River near Crow's Nest. The announcement stipulated that the estate's purpose would be designated for recreation, nature study, and a children's playground. The couple was active members of the local First Presbyterian Church and generous benefactors to various charities, including the Indiana Historical Society. John was the founder of the Indianapolis News and Union Trust Company. He shared strong local ties, having graduated from Indianapolis public schools and attended Northwestern Christian University, later Butler University. He had fought afterwards in the Civil War and married Evaline Macfarlane Rieman. The couple had 7 children. Following his return from the battlefield, he apprenticed as a reporter and editor for the Indianapolis Journal. In 1869, he founded the Indianapolis News, touting a novel business model for that era. He printed his daily as an evening edition, charged half the price of his competitors, avoided political alliances, and appealed to female readers as well as male. His perceived recipe for disaster succeeded by his hiring top-quality reporters and often scooping his rivals. The frenetic pace of operating a newspaper nearly ruined his health. He sold the News during the 1890s so that he could retire at 46. Retirement lasted only a year before he returned rejuvenated. He established the Indianapolis Press and consolidated that operation with his previously owned News. He became the president and chairman of the Union Trust Company. His donation of the couple's summer estate became a sincere gesture of gratitude to a hometown that had rewarded him with financial security and prestige. He passed away in 1921. The 80-acre parcel featured a 23-room mansion and lush landscaping designed by the couple's son, Alexander. The overall complex included a formal garden, pergola, and tennis court. Following Evangeline's death in 1929, the city took possession of the property, adding trails, a shelter, rock, and botanical garden. A defining touch appeared missing. 30 years later, a solution sourced from the East Coast would distinguish and complete the facility. In 1958, Western Electric Corporation announced the impending demolition of their St. Paul building headquarters in New York City. A freshly constructed skyscraper was planned as a replacement. The company launched a nationwide competition to repurpose the historic building's facade. The aesthetically desirable attributes included 3 spaced entry columns accompanied by the Races of Man sculptures positioned atop. Completed by famed artist Carl Bittner, 3 mounted busts had been carved from Indiana limestone. Indianapolis artist Elmer Tafflinger coordinated the city's victorious proposal. The combination sculpture columns would be transported and erected inside the center of Holliday Park, becoming a dominant focal point. Reflecting pools, a fountain, and architectural salvage from other local landmarks would complete the installation. The assemblage was entitled The Ruins and officially dedicated during 1973. The 2 subsequent decades of inclement weather and neglect produced a tainted monument. A support group was established during 1990 to raise funds to restore the facilities and replace the deteriorating reflective pools and shallow shimmer pools. Their collective success has since freshened the appearance with a patina of antiquity. Within the United States, there are no similar comparative ruins so enviable to savor.